It's now 2 o'clock in the morning, and this bus is not late. Marine recruits always arrive at Paris Island Training Base in the middle of the night, and they won't set foot outside the base again for 3 months. Where the kids on this bus are coming from is all over the United States, and they're as motley a group of 18-year-olds as you're likely to find. But what they're about to go through will turn them into the same thing, soldiers. The secret of basic training is that it's not really about teaching people things at all. It's about changing people so that they can do things they wouldn't have dreamt of otherwise. If you want to change people quickly and radically, what you do is put them in a place where the only right way to think and to behave is the way you want them to. You isolate them. And then you apply enormous physical and mental pressure.
You'll be here at recruit receiving barracks for 2 to 5 days. During this time period, you're going to receive all of your uniforms, all of your shots. Your service record book will be brought up to date. Everything you need to be processed in the Marine Corps. Who does not understand that? Now, where are my group leaders? Group leaders. Get up here on the sidewalk facing that way, right there on the curb. Mo. Hurry up, privates, I don't have all day. I said get on the curb facing the group.
Do not run, walk swiftly. Do not run, walk swiftly. Go ahead now, straight to the front. Hurry up, walk swiftly.
Go, quickly, sit down in that chair. Give me another private in here.
Move out there.
Stand right in front of that chair over there. Give me another private in here. Stand right in front of that chair. Get in here, you. Stand in front of that chair. We move quickly, privates. We've already been told that a dozen times.
The first step in basic training anywhere is always the same. It happened to me when I joined the Navy 20 years ago. The recruit is stripped of all evidence of his civilian identity, his hair, his clothes, everything that makes him look and feel like an individual. Marine basic training is more extreme than in most armies, but essentially what's happening to these teenagers here is happening to other 18-year-olds all over the world at the same time. They're entering a machine which turns out a very special and artificial product, soldiers. And we're going to follow them through the machine.
Paris Island prides itself in being one of the finest training facilities, organizations in the entire world. The United States Marine Corps has 205 years of illustrious history to speak for itself. You're trying to be a member of that organization. You have made the most important decision you have in your life up to this period in time by signing your name, your life, your pledge to the government of the United States of America, even more importantly, the United States Marine Corps, a brotherhood, an elite unit. In 10.3 weeks, you are going to become a member of that history, those traditions, this organization, if you have what it takes. All of you want to do that by virtue of you signing your name as a man. The Marine Corps says, and we say in the Marine Corps, that we build men. Well, I'll go a little bit further. We develop the tools that you have, and everybody has those tools to a certain extent right now. We're going to give you the blueprints, and we are going to show you how to build a Marine. You've got to build a Marine, do you understand?
Yes, sir! Get up! Get up! Get on right now! Get up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Get on right now! Get on now! Ow! Ow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They've been given their uniforms and their shots, and their first day of real training is beginning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 37, 37, 38, 40, 41, 43, 44, 7, Count on Texas 45, Senior General Second Staff Sergeant Webb, highly motivated, truly dedicated, rough and stuff and flesh doesn't kill basic United States Marine Corps recruits, sir.
What they're saying is that this barracks contains 45 highly motivated, truly dedicated, romping, stomping, bloodthirsty, kill-crazy United States Marine Corps recruits, sir. And they'll chant it every morning for the next 70 days.
Hurry up! Just leave it alone for now and get dressed.
I'm waiting.
You got about one more heartbeat to be dressed. You got about one more heartbeat to be dressed. Keep taking your time. Keep taking your time. Get off your knees. Get off your knees, McKenna!
There are times when the recruits must think they've blundered into some nightmare version of summer camp. But everything has a purpose here. Summer camp is not preparing you for combat.
Next two, move it up to the post. Right here. Go as fast as you can. You go as fast as you can without stopping. The longer you spend on that cable, the more chance you are of hitting that water. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Let's go, Private. Hoorah! Get up there, Fabian. Get up there, Fabian.
That way, the other side. Thank you. Get on top of the cable. Roll over there and scream.
Come on, go back up, boss. Go back up, boss.
Let's go, Fountain!
Get back on top. Get back on top, once you go up.
Go faster, Stone! Pull faster, Stone!
There you go.
Come on, Fowler.
Go, Fowler.
Change over, Fowler. Well, Fowler, get back up there. Fowler, get up there. Hurry up! Hurry up! Everybody's waiting on you. Hurry up! Get up there. Get up there, Fowler. Fowler. Get up there. Look behind you. You got a whole line behind you. Get up there. Real good. Come here. Well, get out of the water. Don't contaminate it all day. Real good. Come here. What are you quit? Bull.
She said stop, sir.
Bull. You quit because you don't have any guts.
No, sir.
What are you quit for? Well, why didn't you get back up there then?
I tried to, sir.
Oh, yeah, I saw you try. I saw it. Go back and change clothes. You're useless to your unit now.
Hoorah, 15. Hoorah.
Have time! Tell it!
The hurdles of basic training are set low enough that most people can get over them. And all those who've made it across yet another obstacle are stronger by Fowler's defeat. Day by day, the group is feeling more special, more confident, more like real men.
Knapsack pack. Knapsack, I'll knapsack you. How about fixing your little hats there, August, huh? Yes, sir. Fix your hats now. Yes, sir. Keep playing around. Get all the trash out of there, stick your little field jacket inside your pack.
Every Marine will tell you that your DI, your drill instructor, is the one face you will never forget, ever. For 11 weeks, the DI is the god who rules a recruit's universe, and he is never satisfied. The DIs may sometimes seem to behave like sadistic lunatics, but in fact they're the cream of the Marine Corps. All the yelling and harassment has a purpose. It creates a structured environment with high but precisely calculated levels of stress, which after 8 weeks is already transforming these teenaged former civilians into soldiers.
Lift your heads and hold them high.
Lift your heads and hold them high.
3313 is a passing by.
33, 13 is a passing by.
Singing left, right, I lay you. Motivation.
Motivation.
Dedication.
Armies everywhere try to catch their recruits young because they're more vulnerable and easily influenced then, and they don't really understand about dying. You can train older men to be soldiers, it's done in every major war, but you can never get them to believe that they like it.
We're having a ball.
We're having a ball.
All the way.
All the way.
We love it.
We love it.
Can't leave it.
But if you're young enough, all the ideas about heroism and military glory that you picked up in childhood are still there, unadulterated by adult experience, like buttons waiting to be pressed.
We will fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines.
You have an enemy here at Paris Island. The enemy that you're going to have here at Paris Island is in every one of us. It's in the form of cowardice. The most rewarding experience you're going to have in recruit training is standing on line every evening, and you'll be able to look into each other's eyes, and you'll be able to say to each other with your eyes, by God, we've made it one more day. We've defeated the coward.
Find us always on the jump, the United States Marines.
You have got to be very aggressive. Once you have got your opponent on the run, once you've got him on the run, that means you go ahead and strike with that first killing blow. Private, that fight might not stop. Just because you make contact, that don't mean you stop. You don't cut him no slack. Don't give him room to breathe. Stay on top of him. He's going to be backpedaling all the way with his guards up. And you stay on top of him. Keep pumping that stick. Everybody follow me there. That means that there should be nothing out here today but a lot of groaning, moaning, a lot of snot, eyeballs falling. And that should see nothing but a lot of heads rolling all over the place. I don't want to see no holding and no pity pat.
Go get it. Go get it.
Start it off wrong now,
Get it, John, now get it! Get it! Get it!
Get this stick up.
In the head, Johnson! In the head! Get it, Johnson! Now get on top of it!
Sick 'em, boy.
There's aggression in all of us, men, women, children, babies. Armies don't have to create it, and they can't even increase it. But most of us learn to put limits on our aggression, especially physical aggression, as we grow up.
Swing your stick, Johnson! Swing it! Hit him! Hit him! You got it! Oh, it's about time! It's about time!
A crucial part of turning people into soldiers is teaching them to ignore these limits, so that in the right circumstances, against the enemy, they'll go all the way and kill.
Hold your stick!
Get in there, Adam. You're a waste of human life there,
All you
Finley.
do is drop your stick! That's all you do is drop your stick!
Give me that.
Over there! Keep moving! Keep crawling! We ain't got all that lay there! Keep moving! You ain't got time! You ain't got time to stop! Get that tip of that rifle on your helmet! Go!
In some ways, what basic training produces is the uniformed equivalent of a modern street gang, a bunch of tough, confident kids full of bloodthirsty talk. But kid gangs don't actually kill each other in large numbers. If they behaved the way armies do, you'd need trucks to clear the bodies off the streets every morning. But they're held back by the civilian belief, the normal human belief, that killing another person is an awesome act with huge consequences. So basic training has one more vital job to do: to indoctrinate recruits with the idea that the enemy, whoever he may be, is not fully human, and so it's all right to kill him.
Now, first off, what is a mine? A mine is nothing more, Privates, than an explosive or chemical substance that is designed or made to destroy and kill the enemy. You want to rip out his eyeballs again, you want to tear apart his love machine, You want to destroy him, Privates. You don't want to have nothing left of him. You want to send him home in a glad bag to his mommy. Hey, show no mercy for the enemy. They are not going to show it on you. Marines are born trained killers. You got to prove that every day. You understand?
Yes, sir!
All right. Okay. Now, what are some of the uses for grenades and pyrotechnics? Well, I just mentioned the first one, produce casualties. Far too many Iranians in the world, are there not?
Yes!
Go over there and flatten that country, should we not?
Yes!
I'll take this series right now. We'll go over there and kick some ass. All right.
That muzzle looks great. It looks super. That muzzle really looks great. You better hope you get through there quick and able to unclog that muzzle before the enemy gets a hold of you. Now stop. Now what are you going to do? Right now you got an enemy bunker right over here that you're supposed to assault. Your fire team leader tells you to get up and assault the bunker. What are you going to do? You know what you're going to do? You're going to turn around. And you'll probably get shot in the back because you can't do anything with that weapon. Look at this, Private. Look at this. Get up.
Yes, sir.
The whole idea about the low and the high crawl is to keep your muzzle out of the dirt. Now, can you see light down there?
Barely, sir.
Barely. The whole idea of the low crawl and the high crawl is to keep that muzzle out so it can fire.
Yes, sir.
Not just protect you to accomplish the mission.
All right, sir.
Carry on.
Basic training has been much the same in every army in every age because it's always working with the same raw material that's already there in teenage boys. A fair amount of aggression, a strong tendency to hang around in groups, an absolutely desperate desire to fit in. Basic training is one of life's few total experiences, a mild form of brainwashing, if you like, and it works. You may be slightly insane at the end of it, I know I was, but that wears off after a while. What's left behind is a sense of loyalty to the service and a set of instinctive reactions that operate automatically, even in combat.
Sometimes feel like drill instructors make you feel like you're gonna like it.
Like what?
Like the war. Going out and, as a killing people. They psych your mind up for it.
Do you think you'd like that?
Huh? I haven't done it. I can't. I'd go out there if I had to though. I can't say whether I'd like it or not because I've never killed nobody, you know.
I'd like to be the first one on the beach.
Doesn't matter if you
So
first or last.
I'm not scared at all, because when I come in here, I never thought I'd jump off a 50-foot tower or throw a grenade. Drill instructors build your confidence up. Right now, I feel I can do anything.